Hello, it's December 20th, 2023. Haven't done a video in quite a while, but since the snow is on the ground and the leaves are off the trees, I thought I would do a video showing some recent action here in the garden in the way of deer rubs and scrapes. Now it's not showing up super well against the snow, and this one's a bit older, so it's kind of already getting a little moldy looking. But I'm glad that I left a lot of these black locust saplings standing around my chestnuts because, so here's an adolescent chestnut. This one here did get a little scrape on this side, but lots of these, I'd say 2 or 3 year old kind of whips of black locust have been shredded up by the deer. So we'll see some more here. So it's here with these leaves, that's a chestnut. It's about the same diameter as these black locusts. Now this one's been hit a few times. This is maybe a newer scrape there. And then I think there's also one over here right next to the chestnut. That's been rubbed. You see deer are tracking around and peeing over here, maybe. This is one that got rubbed last year. It's maybe you can't see, but it's sort of healing over. So that tree, these are kind of sacrificial trees. They're not very important to me. Don't really care if they live or die. I realize that most of them are not going to get large enough in time to become pole wood for harvesting for fence posts. Like this bigger one here could be, that bigger one there could be. But as with my last year winter video, I was going through and showing some that I was going to cut, and I did cut most of those down that were flagged last year, and that's good because it created more light for the chestnut trees. They need that. So this one here looks like it's not been shredded. Ow, goddamn fucking thorns, sharp. But it's a candidate, and this one here may be a candidate, although it's maybe a bit on the large diameter side. But these ones that are just a couple of inches in diameter seem to be prime. That one's been hit recently. How about this one? And it kind of depends on where they are relative to the deer paths. This one has not been hit here. This one looks like it got hit last year, maybe. Yep, that's a small one. And this cherry tree here got hit maybe 2 years ago there, and it's healed over completely. Although, if you were to saw that wood up someday, it might have some signs. This box elder got hit last year, and you can see it's kind of trying to heal over. So that'll probably close up in a year or two, but this is another kind of junk sacrificial tree. So here we have one of my chestnuts, which is a crop tree, and deer prints all around. There's a plum tree. But yeah, lots of deer activity. They pee and they poop, which is welcome. Don't mind that. But they also do a lot of scraping with the antlers. That one right there's got it. They do some browsing. They're probably coming to drink out of this water bathtub here. So I'm happy to supply some drinking water for the wildlife. Now you'll see in a lot of cases I've put tree wrap or other guards around trees that I'm trying to protect from deer scrapes. So that one's got some. This is a black locust, so this would be a good candidate for rubbing. Looks like it has not been rubbed, surprisingly. This is another good candidate for rubbing. As we go over here, this area is maybe too dense for them to want to rub. But last year, I think some over here got hit. Yeah, this catalpa got it last year. So you can see it's kind of healing over. It looks a little rough. This large timber chestnut, that's got the cage around it. So that has so far evaded rubbing. You can see there's a lot of tramping, and they also scraped up the ground with their hooves in years past, and a little bit this year too, marking their territory. Even this little sumac got shredded last year, and that's smaller than you'd usually expect. But there's a lot of these sumac stems that are that diameter, so they can help themselves, all those, shred and eat to their heart's content. So over here, there's not much. These pecan trees here have tree wrap on them. There's another one here, this kind of taller thing in the foreground. So yeah, that tree wrap is not a guarantee. They could definitely do some damage still. But let me pause this. I think that's most of the shredding that I've seen around here. I've got another one or two in the back, then I'll resume over there instead of walking the whole way through the property. But a lot of, well, maybe I will walk. A lot of deer activity here. So in the winter, it's a little easier to see where they're going than it is in the summertime. In the summertime, they will kind of wear paths into the grass and almost down to bare soil sometimes on the real well-traveled routes. There's 3 or 4 or 5 black locust here, and those are probably getting to be a little bit beyond the preferred diameter for rubs. I'm surprised they did not get whacked in the last year or two. But you never know. This is a walnut. That one so far has escaped deer. I wonder if they like that, there are like blackberry type thorns, large thorns on the black locust. And I wonder if that helps get the, velvet off their antlers, and they like that. This is a nice walnut here that has not been hit. There's a young Japanese walnut there, which so far so good. But, I really need to get more tree protection back here, because you can grow a tree for many years and have it ruined in a matter of minutes by a deer, or a matter of seconds, really. So I think that oak there is a good candidate for protection. It's about the right diameter. This one here maybe too. I think leaving the lower branches on goes a long way toward not having the deer rub on them. If you make a nice straight clean bowl on a young tree, that seems to be a real invitation to get in there. It's got easy access, and they can just go to work on it. This oak here also should be protected with a cage or something. But back here, there's some browsing, but there's also a tree that looks like browsed and rubbed. It's pretty interesting. It's evergreen. I think it's a fir. But this one here recently got shredded. And yeah, I don't know if they tore these branches off or what. But check this out. Nice, clean. There's a rabbit that was hiding. So this tree, I don't know if I expect this to make it in this condition. Did they go? Well, they went almost all the way around. I mean, it's pretty well girdled. Sorry, it's cold. My mouth and fingers are not working well. But that tree is 6.5 feet tall. It's probably been there for 7-8 years. But yeah, I don't know if I expect that to live. So we'll see. That's not a real important tree to me, but still kind of a drag. And that's the first evergreen that I've seen them go for like that. So anyway, it's almost dark. It's like 5 o'clock and the days are super short here. And I really don't like this time of year. It's a drag, super short days, and it's getting cold. It's been warmer than normal, so I have not had a very cold, snowy winter so far. But I thought taking a video while there's a little bit of snow on the ground might be good, because it's going to melt the next couple days. So anyway, I hope everything is good in everyone else's world, and look forward to seeing more things growing next spring sometime. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.